Intention is the road paved to hell. Wait, what they paved the road to hell with? That was it. I don't really pay attention because I really don't believe in hell. Here's the thing. Intention is incredibly, incredibly important. Intention is what gives you direction. Now, I'm not saying the wandering of the fool doesn't have its value. It has an incredible amount of value. And I'm liking this to the tarot because most of my viewers are going to understand some tarot references. The journey of the fool is quite important, where you don't really know where you're going or what you're doing. You accept where your life is headed. And we're going to talk about that in another video later. Intention in what you can do and to steer you towards what you want is incredibly important about living a purposeful life. It's incredibly important when you are working on manifesting your self-growth, working on giving yourself a direction to grow in, and even more importantly, deciding what kind of a person you want to be. Intention is a very tricky thing in that it represents a whole skew of different meanings. What is your intent? Well, I wanted to do that so that I could, my intent behind doing the thing in the garden was to make it so that next year I could grow this there. That's one kind of intent where you kind of have plan and you figure out what you're going to do and you kind of put together steps, and we'll get to that shortly. Why did you do it? What was your motivation? What's behind why you did what you did? Was it to, and I'm going to stop for a moment and say that before I say any of these things, I am not placing judgment. I'm not passing judgment on anyone's motivations and or desires. What I am doing is discussing what intention does. Whether it's your intention to benefit yourself, benefit others, what is your goal? Do you want others to grow? Do you not want others to grow and you want to put yourself in front of them? Why are you doing what you are doing? These are things that you have to think about. You are putting out into the world because the world returns these energies. Doing things for yourself is not a bad thing inherently. Doing things for yourself and intentionally pushing others down so that you can gain ground doesn't generally fly very well with the universe from what I've seen. In fact, the universe tends to push back against that kind of energy. You need to decide what your intention is, where you're going to go, how you're going to do it. And then we come to another intention, and that's how you live your daily life. How do you craft your overarching ethics, morality? I don't know how you want to say it, but I'm not going to define that. But what I'm saying is you have to decide what your intention is. Is your intention to help or is it to harm? Is your intention to grow or is it your intention to maintain the status quo? Why are you doing what you want? Why are you doing what you do? What are you putting forth as the energy that you want others to receive from you? How do you want to connect to other people? These are intentions. How are you going to interact with the world on a daily basis? Living with intention can include things like making sure that you see individual blades of grass and not just a yard. You see the individual details of nature around you. You absorb those things. You take the time to see. Sorry, my third eye is itchy. You take the time to see the world around you. You see the individual trees, not just the forest. What is your intention? Is your intention to connect with the world? To be one with the universe? Or is it to be an isolated island and do as much as you can to create your own gravity and have little things circle around you? I choose to be a part of the universe. That's where my alignment lies. Just to do a small callback. Putting forth an intention when you are doing something is yet another way to look at intention. When you're doing energy work, you are doing things with an intention. What do you want to happen from it? Now, I'm going to stop here and point out that intention has nothing to do with results once you cast the energy out into the universe. Whether it is you didn't mean to do that doesn't have anything to do with how actions are interpreted by the universe. To me, for my part in this, I choose to do things that honor the universe. Then there's no lack of communication. There's no miscommunication as to my intent and purpose is to put forth positive, to put forth aid, help, energy to sustain and support. That is my intention. That is the energy that I put out into the universe so that the universe will give that back. That's not why I do it. It's because that's who I am. And that's the result I get. So let me back that up for a second. It's not why I do it. It's who I am and it's the result I get. It is through intention we set our course, making sure that our intention is not misinterpreted by reviewing our motivations as to why we want that to happen is always a good thing because it's that gets reflected. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to talking to you again. May the Lord and Lady be ever in your hearts. Praise be to Pan and peace to you and yours. So mote it be.